Hello children. In the last video, we learned about the five kingdoms of living world. Among the living organism, microorganisms are the largest in the number. In this video, we will learn the classification of microbes. Now, microorganisms can either be prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Prokaryotes are unicellular organisms and they do not have a well-defined nuclear membrane. That is, they have a fake nucleus. So, in prokaryotes, we only have bacteria. Next, we have eukaryotes. Eukaryotes can either be unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular, they have a well-defined nuclear membrane and also different cell organelles are present. And if it is multicellular, it has all the things. So, eukaryotes are of three types, that is protista, fungi and algae. Now children, the microbes are very small in size. We can't even see some of them through our naked eye. To see them, we require a microscope. Some microbes are not even visible to the normal microscope. We require electron microscope to observe them. So, to measure microbes, we use the unit micrometer, that is mu m, and nanometer, that is nm. And 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 6 micrometer, whereas 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 9 nanometer. Now children, let's start with bacteria. The size of bacteria ranges from 1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. You can imagine how small they are. Also, these organisms are unicellular, that is made up of one cell, and they are parasitic organism. Now, have you heard about the word parasitic? Well, these organisms, they live in or on other organism of another species. The organism is called as the host. On which they live, that organism is called as the host. And these bacteria, they harm the host. Also, these organisms have a prokaryotic cell. That is, they have a cell wall, but nucleus or the nuclear membrane or different cell organelles are absent. They reproduce by binary fission. Now, what you understand by binary fission is from one organism or from the one bacteria, two bacteria will be formed. From two, then four will be formed. Usually in the favorable climate, these bacteria they can easily double their number in just 20 minutes. So you can imagine how fast these bacteria can double their number. Now, here are some examples of bacteria. Like we have coccus, cocobacillus, then we have bacillus, we have spirillum and vibrio. These all bacteria usually cause nausea, vomiting and diarrhea in humans. Now children, next is protista or protozoa. Now don't get confused between protista and protozoa. These are almost same. Protista are often considered as animal-like or plant-like, and protozoa is considered or it is an another name for animal-like protist. So both are almost same. Now size of the protist or protozoa is approximately 200 micrometers. These are unicellular organisms that is made up of one cell with eukaryotic cell. That is, they have a well-defined nuclear membrane and also they have various cell organelles. These are pathogenic. Now children, they require a host body to survive. They are usually found in soil, fresh water and seawater. So some can be pathogenic and can be found in the host body. They reproduce from simple cell division. That is, from one cell we get two cells. That is, one cell divides and give two cells. Now, mostly protozoans cause harm to the farmers or the farm animals as they are in regular contact with the soil. Here are some examples of protozoans. Example, amoeba is there, Paramecium is there. Now these two are found in the dirty water or the stagnant water. Next we have ant amoeba histolytica. This causes amoebiasis. Now amoebiasis is a condition which leads to severe dysentery and cramping of the stomach. And we have Plasmodium vivax which causes malaria in humans. Next is fungi. Now, the size of the fungi varies from 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. These are eukaryotic organisms. They are either unicellular or multicellular. Also, some of them are visible with naked eye. Also, children, these are found on decaying organic matter and on dead bodies of plant and animals. These are saprotrophic as they are found on the dead organic matter or the dead bodies. They absorb the food from the decaying organic matter, and that is why they are called as saprotrophic. And they reproduce through cell division and budding. Now here in the picture, if you will see, a small bud is being formed. Here you can find a small bud is there. This is called as the parent cell, and from the parent cell a small bud is formed, and slowly when the bud grows it will separate from the parent cell and start to live independently. This is called as budding. Next is cell division. Cell division, from one cell you can see here slowly two cells are being formed. This is called as cell division. Also the example of fungi is mushroom. Next is algae. Now children, algae are very common during rainy season. You must have observed a green color layer on the wall of your building. Those are algae. Even in pond, on top of the water, a green color layer is formed. These are also algae. So they require water or moist environment to grow. That is the reason algae are aquatic. The size varies from 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. These are eukaryotic. They can be unicellular or multicellular. Very few algae are unicellular, mostly it is multicellular, and they are also visible with our naked eye. These are autotrophic. They have chloroplast in them. They are green in color and they can prepare their own food with the help of photosynthesis. Few example of algae. First is chlorella and chlamydomonas. Next is viruses. Now, viruses are very minute and can only be seen through an electron microscope. The size ranges from 10 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Viruses are said to be organisms that are at the edge of living and non-living. They are usually considered as non-living organisms. Now, the viruses can survive only in living things. That is, they survive in a living host. They require either a plant cell or an animal cell. These are long molecules of DNA or RNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid or ribonucleic acid, and is covered with a protein coat. Here in the picture you can see that a RNA is present inside and it is covered with an envelope of protein. Also, these viruses, they create replicas of themselves and quickly destroy the host cell. And as they become free from the host cell, they will infect a new cell. They cause many diseases in humans like herpes, HIV, Ebola, influenza, etc. And the very recent one is COVID-19. We all know how infectious COVID-19 is. Now children, you may think that in the start of the video, when we did classification of microorganisms, we did not include virus in that. So children, as viruses are not considered living organisms, they cannot be included in the classification. With this, we complete the first chapter, that is living world and classification of microbes. I hope you all understood. Thank you for listening, children. Until then, take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye bye.